What's up, everybody? In this webisode, Web Shots, coming to you with the OG55, we are going to talk about Disneyland in the rain. DC as well. Do you like it? Do you not? Does OG like it? Let's find out on this webisode, Web Shots. Welcome back, everybody. So today we are going to talk about the rain, like I said, and OG brother, thank you so much for joining me, man. This is going to be a pretty cool topic because I was kind of ranting to you the other day on the phone about the rain. Anyways, brother, where can people find you on social media?
Yeah. Thank you for having me on another episode of Web Shots. It's going to be a fun conversation. Disneyland in the rain. We don't get a lot of rain out here in California, but when we do, it makes for a pretty interesting park experience. But yeah, you can find me here on YouTube, Orange Grove 55. You can find me on Instagram, Orange Grove 55, and you can find me on X, Orange Grove 55. There we
go. All right, OG. So I just want to say, you looking good with the haircut, and so speaking of hair and wet, bro. What do you think about being in the rain or going to Disneyland while in the rain?
Okay, so here's the thing. There's pros and cons to it, right? The worst part about Disneyland in the rain, in my opinion, is actually driving to Disneyland in the rain. I think that's the worst part. I hate driving freeways in the rain. It's a pain in the ass. You got to do it. It's part of life, but it kind of sucks, right? So that's the worst of it, right? Once you get there, I think the rain does add a certain aesthetic to the park when you're in Fantasyland at night, especially with the little cobblestones and the little puddles everywhere, and then all the lights kind of reflecting off the puddles. I think it makes for a pretty beautiful experience. There's a lot of beauty that comes on a rainy day at Disneyland, but I don't know. There are some negatives. They cancel a lot of outdoor stuff, right? They don't really do like the parades, anything like that. You're not going to see a lot of characters out there. So you lose, we talked about it on the phone, but you lose a lot of that kinetic energy. The vibe is interesting. It's way more low key and chill than maybe a sunny, summer day. So it's a different vibe. I don't mind it. It's a different energy for sure. I think it's pretty in its own regard, but there are some negatives to it. For me, I don't live super close to the parks. I mean, I'm local, yes, but I'm still 45 to an hour from the parks. So to take that 5 freeway south, in the rain kind of sucks, bro. Kind of sucks. So yeah, I don't do it very often, but it's okay. It's okay.
Well, OG, well, you brought up chill, man. And if you could please bring up the Twitter.
Oh yeah. I got you, bro. I got you. And by the way, this is courtesy of the one and only Theme Park Obsession, which is actually another California content creator, another West Coast Disney content creator.
I ain't got nothing to say but West Side.
West Side.
There it is, Mr. Theme Park Obsession, straight out of California. Thank you, Theme Park.
Thank you. So yeah, OG. So you said chill, and I'm like, I saw his post on Twitter. I'm like, this does not look chill at all. This looks like a typical sunny day, my friend. And I love when in his post he says that it doesn't matter what time of season you are now, Disneyland is always crowded. So with the rain, right, OG, I've talked about it. I was kind of ranting about it. That's why we're having this discussion. I don't like being wet, okay? The only times I like to be wet is in the bathroom and in the bedroom. That's it. All right.
Exactly.
Even going on Splash Mountain, I rarely went on it. And if I did, it was because I went single rider in the back where you don't get wet. Now, going in the rain, like you, I am also about an hour out drive, and driving in the rain sucks. I do not like it. There's always a bunch of car accidents. Last time I drove in the rain, I passed by 3 to 4 car accidents on the way to Disneyland. That was not fun, and it's pretty scary too. I'm always afraid of hydroplaning. The other thing is that people are always saying, I love going to Disneyland in the rain. It's so chill, you can walk on all the rides. Okay, yes, I give you that. You can walk on all the rides or walk on some of the rides. But here's the thing, though. Disneyland has gotten more and more crowded and more popular over the years. As you see in this picture, the rain doesn't affect that anymore. And on top of that, everybody has the same mentality. Oh, it's the rain. People aren't going to be there. Let's go. What happens? You get this right there.
Exactly. And that's a great point, Webba. And here's the thing. We have a lot of locals here in Anaheim, right? So you have a lot of people. Like for me, I'm a Magic key holder, but I live an hour away. But a lot of these key holders don't live an hour away. They live 10 minutes from the park. They're living in Garden Grove, Santa Ana, these very close kind of locales from Disney. So for them, it's like, oh, it's a rainy day. I'll just take, I'll just go a few blocks down, hit up Disneyland. They have this mentality. Oh, it'll be, lighter crowds. Why not? So when everyone has that mentality, right? If all these Magic key holders think, oh, I'm going to go to the park on the rainy day because no one's going to be there. Well, what happens? You get there, everyone's fucking there because they all have the same mentality as that person.
Exactly. And here's the other thing too, OG. I've always said it, right? You are a vibes guy. And I am a rides guy. However, I do love the vibes at Disneyland. And here's the thing. When I say that I don't like being in the rain at Disneyland, because also one, I don't like being wet. But two, as you mentioned, for me, it kills the vibes. There is no character meet and greets. There's no fireworks shows, no Fantasmic, no parades, no cavalcades, anything that has to do with outside, like the horses and everything. All that kinetic energy dies. Now, granted, yes, there is a different energy feel to the park, which I think would be really cool for like a Villain's Land. But as a whole, it just kind of, the energy for me just dies down quickly. And for someone who is a rides over vibes guy, I can feel that lack of vibes in the park. And I personally am not a fan of that. On top of being soaking wet in the wind, when you want to go to a restaurant, dude, everybody wants to be out of the rain. So they're all packed in the lines in the restaurants. You can't sit anywhere.
Yep.
So for me personally, OG, I have a major disagreement with a lot of people who prefer going to Disneyland in the rain. I think that is a majority of opinion that people like going in the rain. I do not. And here's the thing, even if I was a local, I don't think I would want to go in the rain. Because again, I just don't want to be outside getting wet, stepping in puddles. That's just not for me. It's too cold, OG. I don't like being cold. I like to be like that nice 75 degrees warm, sunny. Yeah. So yeah, I don't want to do it, man. And even at DCA, you have a lot of rides that are open as well, right? Like outside. Right. What happened? A lot of stuff closes, and a lot of parks have this problem. Legoland, Knott's Berry Farm, Six Flags. When a lot of your attractions are outside, it closes everything, and then it pushes all the crowds to all the other indoor attractions or restaurants.
Yeah, no, 100%. And one of the things too, I wear glasses. I mean, I do have contacts, and lately I've actually been wearing my contacts when I go to the parks. But if I happen to have my glasses on when I'm at the parks, the rain is a huge pain in the ass. Because the rain hits your glasses, and then you get all these little spots on your freaking glasses. I'm constantly taking them off, and I'm gonna wipe them down, right?
Exactly.
So that's why I ended up this time around, like this next cycle, this past year, I ended up getting contacts after my eye exam, because it's like for the parks, it makes more sense for that reason, for the rain. Also, just for the fact of like 3D movies and or 3D attractions, putting 3D glasses over my regular glasses, I always get a little queasy about that, a little nervous about that. Like I'm going to scratch my lenses and stuff. So yeah, I prefer now to wear my contacts at the parks. Actually, some people, you might even see me with a few videos from like a month ago when we went to the parks, and I didn't take my contacts out. I came home and we just hit record, so I didn't have my glasses on. Kind of a rare moment here in OG55 history, only a handful of videos I have that, but yeah, the glasses are a huge pain in the ass with the rain. Yeah, I don't hate it, but it's not like the most comfortable experience. I would agree with you, Webba. It's not a very comfortable thing when you're walking around. You got soggy shoes. Theme Park Wizard and I, we went to Universal like 2 or 3 years ago, man. And we were over there at the entry where like the security stuff is or whatever. And Wizard and I literally were walking through like a lake right there. I'm so glad they're reconfiguring that whole area with the hotel and everything. That whole area, it was like a lake. I mean, we were like calf deep. But yeah,
swimming in it, huh?
We were just swimming in it, bro. And it was like we were like calf deep, Wizard and I, soaking wet. We got in his car, and it was like we're just all sloshing through everything, and it was like everything was like super uncomfortable, man. And it's a horrible feeling sometimes. But yeah, I mean, look, if I'm staying local, like for example, like the Italianos out here, and we're staying at the Anaheim main gate, like which is like a block or two, I don't mind like it as much because like you get fucking wet, you walk back to your hotel, you can change, you know, you can even like, you know, maybe even hit up that hot tub, that jacuzzi, you know, get a little warm. So there's options. But when you live an hour away, man, and then you're soaking wet and now you got to look forward to an hour drive back.
Yes.
It fucking sucks, dude. It fucking sucks, you know? So
No,
yeah.
it does. Actually, when me and my wife first met, the first thing, like the second week she was here, I took her for a 2-night stay at the hotel, at the Disneyland hotel. And I got us a fantastic dining package at Blue Bayou for the Friday. And so we went on a Saturday, and I remember that no, it wasn't Saturday, sorry, it was a Thursday, Friday. That Thursday, it was pouring rain. It was raining when we were driving there. It was freezing. When we got there, it was just windy, you know, like, and just puddles and puddles. We were like getting like rained on and wet outside in the Haunted Mansion queue, dude. And my wife was like wearing freaking these sandal things on her feet, man. And we're just getting soaked, trying to find spots to sit down and get out of the rain. But here's the thing, like you were saying, if you're staying close or on property, that's okay because you can just go back to the hotel, which we did. We went like around 4 or 5 p.m. We went back to the Disneyland hotel, and then we just, you know, we took a shower, we got warm, and then we just kind of stayed the rest of the night there until like later. And we went back into the park when the rain stopped. Then that Friday there was no more rain, so we got to see Fantasmic. But again, see, if it had rained on that Friday, we would have had no Fantasmic because you can't have the shows with all the rain coming down. So again, all those reasons is why I'm not really a fan of being in the rain or going to Disneyland while in the rain, because I feel it takes a lot of the kinetic energy, the vibe just from the park and the feeling down. Again, no character meet and greets. You know, like look at this. This is insane.
Dude, this is okay. So this is actually filmed the day I was at Universal with Theme Park Wizard. And again, big shout out to Theme Park Wizard. He's like my little brother. I love that kid. You know, he's awesome. He's absolutely awesome. But Wizard and I were here. This was the exact same night we were there, dude. This is how strong this fucking rain was. Bro, is this not insane?
Dude, that is wild. Oh my God.
This was like 2 years ago, dude. Look at this.
Oh yeah, dude. No way. No, dude, here's the thing. Even if I was living like 10 minutes away, I wouldn't go. Absolutely not, dude.
Yeah. Theme parks in the rain, it's like aesthetically it can be pretty at night. I get it. Like I told you, like Fantasyland at night with the rain and the puddles and everything looks really, really kind of like romantic and aesthetically pleasing. But a lot of times it's a pain in the ass, you know? This day was like a freaking like a hurricane. I don't know what was going on at Universal. It was crazy. But yeah, I just want to share that footage. I can't believe I still have it. So crazy.
Man, OG, I'm surprised. Hey, OG, is that why your hair's always up? Because a hurricane just permanently blew up your hair?
Exactly. That's exactly what it is, bro. That's exactly what it is. It never went back down. It never went back down no matter what I do.
Nope. Oh, dude. Well, everyone, thank you so much for watching. OG55, thank you so much for being on today's webisode of Web Shots. If you can go ahead and let everybody know at home know where they can find you on social media, sir.
Absolutely, Webba. Thank you so much for having me on this episode of Web Shots. Everybody at home, Web Shots is short form content, 15 minutes or less, basically quick little topics. So it's more of a short form kind of show. So make sure you look out for more webisodes in the coming future. But yeah, thank you, Webba, for having me on. You can find me here on Orange Grove 55. You can find me on Blue Sky, Orange Grove 55, Instagram, Orange Grove 55, and on X, Orange Grove 55. All
right, everybody. Again, thank you so much for watching. Catch you later.
Thank you for watching OG55. If you aren't already, consider becoming a member today.